Good evening, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good evening, sir.
Now connected to desktop A5 English with C.
Good evening,
Hello.
sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Apurva. How are you feeling today? Better?
Not good, sir. I want to visit a doctor, I think. Maybe
Good
tomorrow.
evening, sir.
Hello, Pastor.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, the weather is changing. It was quite cold today.
Yes, sir.
I mean, compared to what it was yesterday.
It is the cyclone effect of Odisha, sir.
Oh, the cyclone. There is a cyclone in Orissa. Okay, got it. Oh,
All students are sended in their house. All
uh-huh.
students were sended. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, Imtiaz, Nishat, Apurva, the rest of you guys, Aisha, please be on camera, of course. Hmm.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chiku. How are you doing, Chiku?
Very fine, sir. What about you, sir?
Doing great, thank you. So, what was the homework, everybody?
Yes, sir. I
Listen to the
am.
audio file and write.
Yes, exactly. Did you do the exercises?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
to play the audio once again. Okay. And you guys listen. Listen and okay. Anybody is on their computer? I think Chiku, you are using your computer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else is using the computer here? Abhishek? No? Okay. I've made you the co-host. Kalpana, are you on your mobile phone or your laptop?
Mobile phone, sir.
Got it. So, fine. When you see somebody in the waiting room, please add them to the meeting, okay? And I'm going to play the audio file. Please listen carefully. And after the audio file stops, we will discuss the question answers.
Sir,
Yes,
please explain the meaning of that meme, sir,
the joke.
which you shared.
Yeah, I'm going to share that. I'm going to share that. Maybe in the middle of the class, okay? Let everybody else come in because there are only 15 people right now, and half the class is not here, okay? So hopefully they will join. So I'm
Okay,
going to explain that. Don't worry, I will.
okay, sir.
Parts 1 to 3.
Pete. I was born in London, in East London. Both my parents were born in London too. My dad was a taxi driver and my first school was next to our house. That was good, but I think I was...
Exercise 6. Parts 1 to 3.
Pete. I was born in London, in East London. Both my parents were born in London too. My dad was a taxi driver and my mum was a cleaner. My first school was next to our house. That was good, but I think I was quite clever, you see. I could read and write when I was just 6 or 7, but I wasn't much good at sport. I couldn't play football like the other boys. I couldn't really kick a ball at all. I wasn't popular at school, so my childhood wasn't very happy. My next school was a really good one in the city centre, Westminster School, and after that, Oxford University. Now I'm a journalist and I love my work. My mum and dad still live in the same street. I often visit them, but when I see my old school, I can still feel how unhappy I was there.
Olivia.
I'm married. I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. I live in Exeter in the southwest of England, but I wasn't born in England. I was born in East Africa, in Tanzania. My mum and dad were teachers there at the time. My mum's German, but she was born in Tanzania because my grandfather worked there. My dad is English. He's from the north of England, but after university he wanted to travel to Africa. My mum and dad were married there, and my brothers and I were born there. We were there until I was 10, and my brothers were 8 and 5. We were at the same school together. It wasn't in the town, it was in the bush, and it was great fun. There were only 2 classes, one for the young children, who were 5 and 6, and the other was for 6 to 11-year-old children. We couldn't play outside, it was too hot, and there were snakes. School finished at 1 o'clock every day, and our house was near the sea, so we could all go swimming every afternoon. My childhood was very happy, all sunshine and swimming.
Unit 5, Exercise 6.
Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just finish my conversation with somebody here and I'll talk to you, okay? I hope you guys have already answered all the questions in the exercises. So, yes. So let's discuss the question answers, people. Exercise 3 is what we were doing. Yeah. Exercise 3. Where does she live now? Where does she live now? Who are we talking about? We are talking about Olivia. Where does she live now? Where does she live now? In Exeter. Exeter is a place. Where is Exeter?
It is in a palace.
It is in the southwest of England. Exeter is in the
southwest of England.
West of south of
Did she
England.
say that in English in the audio? Exeter is in the southwest of England. I think she said that.
Yes, yes, sir.
Question number 2. How many
children?
Children,
How
she
many
has 2
children
son,
does
8
she
daughter.
have?
And
How many children does she have? Answer.
She has a son
She has 2
She
children.
has a son
Yes.
and
Two children.
and
She has
children, a son and
a
daughter.
son and a daughter.
three.
A son and a daughter.
Question number three.
Where were Olivia and
Where
her
were
brothers
Olivia and
Where
her
Olivia and her brothers born.
brothers born?
Exactly.
A.
Where were Olivia and her
Next.
brother born?
And her brothers born.
In East Africa and Tanzania.
East
In
Africa
East
in
Africa,
India.
in Tanzania.
East
Tanzania.
Africa and
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Imtiaz beta, do you want to say something? You have your hands raised. Do you want to say something, Imtiaz? No. Okay, moving on to question number 4, everybody.
It her mother England, English.
Yes.
her mother.
No,
Was
beta.
her mother?
Is her mother English?
Is her mother in?
Is
No,
her mother
No,
England?
she
no,
isn't.
No,
she
No, she
isn't.
isn't.
She's a
She
German.
she
Is
is
German.
Gazette.
She is
Gazette.
She
Germany.
is German. She is German.
Yes, she's German. And number 5.
What
What
were
were her
What
parents'
What
job?
What's
was her parents'
They
job?
were both
what's
teachers.
What were her
both
parents' jobs?
teachers?
What were her parents?
They were both teachers.
They were
both
both teachers.
Both.
teachers?
Teachers. Both? No, both. Both. Not both.
Both.
Both. Both.
Both
They were both teachers. Okay. 6.
both teacher.
Where her
Where
parents
her mom
married
and
in
dad
But
Tanzania.
her
parents
Yes,
married
parents
yes.
Tanzania?
marriage.
Where her mother and yes,
They
the was her
Were
son
her
and
parents? Were her parents married in Tanzania?
parents married.
Were her parents married in
They
Tanzania?
were.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Okay. Let's see whose mic is noisy.
Sir,
Irshad, your mic is noisy. Yes. Yes, guys. Rishikesh, you wanted to say something?
voice is not clear, sir.
My voice is not clear.
No, sir.
No, clear, sir.
Mother.
All right. Now I know Irshad
They
is
were.
being noisy today.
Noise.
Hold your mic. Yeah. Why are you being noisy? Stop it. Okay. Next.
Sir,
Yes.
were her mother married in Tanzania or were her parents married in Tanzania?
Either. If you want to say her mother,
Parents.
if you want to say
Parents.
her mother, if you want to say her mother, then you will say was her mother because mother is singular
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir. Was
was her mother.
her mother.
Yeah.
And what
And
about parents?
if you want to use parents, you'll say were her
Were
parents married in Tanzania?
Okay.
A more appropriate sentence, a more appropriate question is, were her parents married in Tanzania?
This is I didn't get, sir. Married. How did married get married? How did parents get married in Tanzania? Either
Well,
mother get married, either father get married.
okay. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I understand your logic, but you have to stop thinking along this line, Kalpana. You need to understand, I totally understand your logic. You are saying when they got married, beta, Kalpana, if you think logically, when those two people got married, they were neither mother nor father in a way. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So just a boy and a girl got married, technically speaking. But people ask, आपकी मम्मी कहाँ पैदा हुई थी? People ask this question, बेटा.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
मम्मी पैदा तो नहीं हुई थी, एक लड़की पैदा हुई थी. Guys, मम्मी तो पैदा नहीं होती. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
तो आपके पिताजी कहाँ पैदा होते? पिताजी कहाँ पैदा होंगे? बच्चा पैदा हुआ था जो कि बाद में बड़ा होकर के शादी किया, उसने शादी की जिस औरत के साथ, उससे बच्चा हुआ और वो मैं हूँ, राइट। तो मेरे पिताजी थोड़े पैदा हुए थे, लेकिन बातचीत करने का तरीका तो यही है ना।
हम्म।
आपके पिताजी कहाँ पैदा हुए थे? कोई पूछता है आपके पिताजी कहाँ पैदा हुए थे, तो आप बोलते हैं, कह रहे मेरे पिताजी कैसे पैदा होंगे, वो तो एक लड़का पैदा हुआ था जो बाद में शादी किया, जवान होने के बाद मेरी एक औरत से, जो बाद में दोनों ने एक बच्चा किया, तो मैं हूँ बच्चा, इसलिए वो औरत मेरी माँ है और वो आदमी मेरा पिता। ऐसे
समझी।
ऐसे एक्सप्लेन करते हो? डू यू से गिव दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन, या सीधा सीधा बता देते हो मेरे पापा वहां पैदा हुए थे?
नो, आई टेल हिम।
तो ये चीजें इसीलिए होती हैं कल्पना, बिकॉज यू आर थिंकिंग टू हार्ड अबाउट द लैंग्वेज, यू आर नॉट लुकिंग एट इट एज अ लैंग्वेज. English is just a language. You don't need to always be logical about everything. Okay? Language is the most illogical thing.
Okay.
Guys, tell me, is there a reason why we call darwaza darwaza? Can you tell me, guys? Is there a reason why we call pitaji pitaji? No. It's just convenience. There is a sound which represents that concept and we accepted it. Please understand what I'm trying to say, everybody. पिताजी को पिताजी क्यों बोलते हैं? क्यों क्यों बोले होंगे पिताजी को पिताजी? अब्बी को अब्बी क्यों बोली होगी निशात पहली दफा? कोई आदमी अब्बी क्यों बोला होगा? इसका कोई मतलब है?
नहीं सर।
लैंग्वेज तो बस ऐसे इवॉल्व हो गया है। तो हम लोग जैसे भाषा बोलते हैं हिंदी, वैसे इंग्लिश में। आपके मम्मी पापा की शादी कब हुई थी कल्पना?
आई डोंट नो।
अभी तो आपने नहीं कहा कि मेरी तो मम्मी की शादी हुई थी, पापा के नहीं, पापा के नहीं, मम्मी की शादी, ऐसा तो नहीं करा। इंग्लिश में क्यों करा आपने ये? गौर करें, आराम से हम लोग बोलते हैं मेरी मम्मी पापा की शादी 25 साल पहले हुई थी। संयुक्ता मैम, डू यू नो व्हेन योर पेरेंट्स गॉट
माय
मैरिड?
क्वेश्चन वाज सर, मैंने क्या पूछा था, इसमें था कि पेरेंट्स का तंजीनिया में शादी हुआ, तो या तो मम्मी का तंजीनिया में शादी हुआ होगा या तो पापा का तंजीनिया में शादी हुआ
मम्मी
होगा।
पापा।
ओह अच्छा, समझ गया तुम्हारे कहने का मतलब। कल्पना नहीं, वो उस तरह से तुम गलत सोच रही हो, तुम बिहारी तरीके से सोच रही हो कि कोई जगह में शादी होना मतलब वहां के लड़के या वहां की लड़की से शादी होना। जैसे मेरे पापा की शादी, अगर मैं बताऊं, ये शादी कहाँ हुई ये बताया जा रहा है कि शादी कहाँ हुई, मतलब ये कहाँ की लड़की से शादी हुई नहीं है कल्पना। द सेंटेंस डजंट मीन कि कहाँ की लड़की से शादी हुई। जैसे बोलेंगे चीकू की शादी बिहार शरीफ में हुई, मतलब बिहार शरीफ की लड़की से हुई, ठीक है, तो ये अलग मामला है। यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई मीन?
यस।
Why wouldn't there be a class today? Is there a reason why there will be no class? She's asking, if there is a class today. Of course there is class. Why won't there be class? Are you here, beta? Anshu? Anshu wrote that she can't turn on the camera. Okay, no problems. There must be a reason. I see. Okay. Diwali Mela they're celebrating. Okay, good for them. So, guys, now I understand Kalpana's question better. What she is saying, जैसे संयुक्ता मैम,
यस सर।
आपके भाई की शादी कहाँ हुई है? जो हम लोग हिंदी में ना, तो इसका ये सवाल हो जाता है कि कहाँ की लड़की से शादी हुई। Am I right?
यस सर।
But in English, when you say I was married, I got married, they got married in Tanzania, इसका मतलब शादी तंजानिया में हुई थी। All right? Does it make sense now, Kalpana?
Yes, sir. It is clear now.
I was married in a temple, guys. I was married in a
टेम्पल।
I was married in a temple. मेरी शादी एक टेम्पल में हुई थी। Okay. So I hope you understand better that this.
Like, sir, I was married in a hotel.
Okay, say the word correctly. Say the word correctly.
I was married in a hotel.
Very good. Okay. But people don't normally say that. People don't.
This is not a correct sentence, sir.
No, it is not what people say. It is not what people say. But yeah, people say I was married in a church, I was married in a temple, क्योंकि ये सब जगह पे शादी होती है. बाकी होटल वाली बात जो है तो वो ठीक है. My wedding was in a hotel. Okay, no problems. Okay. There is a difference between marriage and wedding. Okay, people. Wedding is the function. Wedding is the function. So Kalpana, your confusion is logical confusion. बहुत logical है आपका confusion होना. ठीक है?
Okay.
लेकिन जैसे जैसे आप freedom महसूस करेंगे English में, you will be able to express yourself better. Okay. A lot of people choose to hire a marriage hall for their weddings.
Sir, I'm late in class today, sir.
Yes,
I don't
Renu.
know. Sir, because you don't send message, sir. You send message, come join. That's why I'm confused, sir. And I didn't.
Sir, already
I-
sent the
Come
message.
join.
Yes, sir. That's
So-
why I'm asking you, sir. That's why I'm message.
Okay, wait. I every day send this message. Don't I, Renu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You didn't send today.
Yes.
I see, sir.
No, he sent it today.
I sent.
Yes.
He sent it today 5:32
Take
in my
a look.
clock.
Take a look here. Take a look.
Okay, sir.
5:32.
I watched that. He sent
Happens
it.
sometimes. Misunderstandings happen. Confusions happen sometimes.
That's
Not a
why,
big
sir,
deal.
I'm message. Why, sir, not start class? It's too late.
But the class was already on,
Yes,
and I
sir.
was waiting.
Before
Okay.
time, sir. Today you start the classes before time.
No, actually, I didn't. I'm sometimes late. Today I was not late. That's what I can say.
Yes.
Today I was not late.
But, sir, I didn't find.
Please check. Can you see the message or not? No. But strange.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Okay.
can see.
Fine. So where were her parents married? They were married in Tanzania. Were her parents married in Tanzania? Yes, they were. Kalpana had this thought that they married, her husband can be married in Tanzania, wife can be married in Tanzania, one person can be married in Tanzania. Their marriage took place in Tanzania, guys. Okay, they were married in Tanzania means their marriage took place in Tanzania. All right. Now, next. Number 7.
Were her school in the town?
No. Was, because school is
The school in
was
the
her
town.
Was her.
was her
Was
school
her
School in the
school
town.
in
Was a school in
town.
the town? No, it
because school is singular.
wasn't.
No,
It
school is
was
singular. So
Was
we
in the
say
town.
was her
single
school
of the.
town. No, it wasn't. No,
No, it
it
wasn't.
wasn't. It was in the bush.
Was
No,
in the
it wasn't.
It was in the
was
bush.
in the bush.
It was in
8.
the bush.
Why?
Why where?
That's not
When
the child
Where the children
Where
outside
Why
Why?
couldn't
play
the
outside?
children play outside?
because it was not
Why couldn't the
was
children play outside?
3.
Yes, correct, Apurva. The correct sentence is, why couldn't the children play outside? Why couldn't the children play outside? Why couldn't the children play outside, people?
Because it is very hot and there was very
Because it was hot, there were snacks.
was
It
it was
too hot
too hot.
and
Too
there
hot.
were snakes.
There was snakes.
It was too, don't repeat only too hot. Say it was too hot. Chiku,
Was too hot, sir.
It was too hot.
Too hot.
फिर too hot repeat किया आपने.
No, sir. It was too hot.
It was too hot.
Yes, sir.
What? It was.
It was too hot.
It was too hot. It was too hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
It was.
And there were snakes.
Yes, sir.
And there were.
And they were snakes.
There were snakes. There were snakes. There were snakes, guys. So the children couldn't play outside. And Imtiaz is asking me, what is bush? I will explain. Imtiaz, if you go out of Bihar Sharif, then you see lots of fields and vegetables and rice and wheat, crops, right? Fields, lots of fields. People grow their food in those fields. So that's the site outside the town in India. But if you are in Africa, beta, and you go outside a city, outside a town, then you see this. Let me explain, beta. The word bush is normally used to describe in South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, natural undeveloped area. Naturally undeveloped area. Natural. It is an. Dekho beta, I'll show you. This is bush. Bush means an area of a lot of trees. This is a bush, beta. Bush is an area of a lot of grass, wild trees. Okay, people don't live there. So
Yes.
the school was not in the town. The school was not in the town. It was in the bush. So the word bush is not used in India. You don't have bushes in India. When you go out of the town, you see fields, you see villages, right? But no bushes. But when you are in Africa, when you are in Australia, because these are different countries, okay? Lots of area is just barren and wild. So that kind of area is called bush. I hope you understand.
Yes.
Phil, one more time. Wherever you live, whichever city, town you live in, go out of your town. What will you see? You will see roads and you will see fields on both sides.
Yes, sir.
Fields of paddy, fields of wheat, fields of vegetables, fields of corn. Normally, this is the site. Okay, when you're traveling by train, this is what you see. But in Africa, in Australia, there are lots of areas which are just wild areas, beta. Okay, you will see lots of grass there, lots of trees there, and nothing. So that kind of area is called the bush. So where was the school? The school was not in the town. It was in the bush. वैसे इंडिया में बुश मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? झाड़ी.
Bush means jhadiyan.
Jhadi is
No
some
park बड़ा.
plants, right? Okay, so yeah, we're done here. Now we finished the exercises. Let's talk about the audio file, line by line, everybody. Lots of people are absent today. I don't know why. 10 people, more than 10 people are absent. Let's listen.
Parts 1 to 3.
Pete. I was born in London.
Repeat.
I was born in London.
Easy, very easy. I was born
in London.
When Kashifuddin speaks, it sounds like he's drunk. I was born in London. Okay.
It was
Network issue, sir.
I know. Don't worry.
In East London.
In East London. Which part of London? In East London.
In East London.
Both my parents were born in London too.
Both my parents were born in London too. Both my parents were born in London too.
Two.
Yeah.
In East London.
Both my parents were born in London too.
My dad was a taxi driver.
My dad was a taxi driver.
That
Repeat.
was a driver.
My dad
My
was a
dad
taxi
was
driver.
a taxi driver.
And
My
Yeah.
dad was a
Cleaner.
taxi driver.
And my mum was a cleaner.
And my mom was a cleaner.
My mom is a
My
cleaner.
mom
Is
was a
not.
cleaner.
Not is custom. Was.
Was.
Then. Okay, not now. Then. My mom was a cleaner.
My first school was next to our house.
My first school was next to our house. My first school was next
School
to our
our
was
house.
next to our house.
Everybody, you understand this sentence? Repeat.
My first
My
First
first
school was next to our house.
was next to our house.
My first school was next to our house.
To our house.
Everybody remembers next to our house मतलब घर के बगल में, right?
घर के बगल में.
Okay.
That was good, but
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Was good.
That was good. That was good. Means he was happy about it. He was happy about what? He was happy
His
about
For her
school
school.
was next
that.
to it.
Yeah, he was happy that the school was next to his house. Okay. Some students I have live nearby. Okay. Some students I have live nearby. They can walk to the class in 2 minutes. Okay. It takes them 2 minutes, guys. They walk to the class in 2 minutes. Okay. So they feel happy that the institute is so close. Okay. So they say the school institute is very close. That's good. That's good. Okay. So the point is, when he says that was good, it means he is saying that my school was next to my house and this was good. I was happy about it. Okay.
I think I was quite clever, you see. I could read and write when I was just 6 or 7.
He says, I was quite clever. I was quite clever.
Where?
I was quite clever. Repeat the line.
I was quite clever.
I was quite clever.
Was
I
quite clever.
think was quite clever.
Do you remember I taught you the words like
I
very?
think was quite clever.
clever.
Okay. They keep repeating. They're lovely students. Okay. All right. So, guys, he says, I was quite clever. He doesn't say I was very clever. He doesn't say I was really clever. You know why? Because it doesn't sound good when you say something like that about yourself. You know, most people don't want to say I was very clever. They don't want to say that. It sounds very arrogant. Now, it sounds that you are very proud. I was very clever. Doesn't sound good. It sounds better to say, I was quite clever. पढ़ने में ठीक ठाक थे. आप अच्छे भी बहुत रहते पढ़ने में, तो आप बोलना चाहते हैं पढ़ने में बहुत तेज थे, ऐसे बोलना चाहते हैं अपने बारे में?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It sounds arrogant. It sounds
Arrogant.
arrogant. घमंडी जैसा लगता है ना सुनने में? It sounds arrogant, right? It sounds arrogant, right? If somebody says, I was very beautiful when I was young, तो कैसा लगता है सुनने में? Arrogant लगता है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो क्या लगता है अच्छा बोलने में? I was quite good looking. ठीक ठाक थे देखने में. I was quite good looking. Okay. Right, guys? Some people, they love saying things like this. I was very rich. I was very intelligent. I was very good looking. But a lot of people don't like saying such things about themselves. मैं से पूछोगे सर कैसे खेलते हैं आप चेस? ठीक ठाक खेल लेते हैं. और आप खेलने के बाद कहोगे सर आप तो अच्छा खेलते हैं सर. अरे अच्छा क्या, थोड़ा ठीक ठाक खेल लेते हैं. तो this is modest behavior, right? modest behavior. You don't want to sound rude and arrogant. So you don't say very good things about yourselves. Am I right, guys? This is good behavior? Or do you think you should say, "Are mere jaisa koi hai yaar"? This is how you should talk. No, this is wrong. This is rude. This is very arrogant. So the guy says, I was quite clever. I was quite clever. He doesn't say I was very clever, okay? But what do you think? He was just quite clever or he was really clever? What is your opinion?
Quite clever.
Or you don't know whether he was really clever or not? You don't know or you know? First question. Do you know he was clever or you don't know he was clever? Come on, tell me.
He was clever.
He
How do
was clever, sir.
On what basis are you saying this? On what basis?
Because he said I was quite clever. That means he wants to say.
No, I'm not saying on that basis. Come on, everybody. You have listened to the audio file, right? Did he tell you that he went to Abhishek? Did he tell you that he went to Oxford University?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, which students go to Oxford University? Average students or really, really intelligent students? Who go
Really, really intelligent student, sir, in Oxford School.
You did
Yes.
not connect the dots. You did not join the dots. That's your fault. You heard that line there, but you forgot. Oh, Oxford University. Wow. Means he
Oxford.
was very clever.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody can go to IIT or really good students go to IIT?
Really good
Really
student.
good students
Really
goes to
good
IIT.
student IIT.
Really
So
good student go to IIT.
if an IITian says in an interview that I was quite clever at studies, I was quite intelligent, then you will understand that he was quite intelligent or he was very, very intelligent.
He was very, very
He was very intelligent.
intelligent.
Because if you're not very, very intelligent, you can't go to IIT. What do you say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, right.
Yes.
How
Yes, sir.
many people take the exam, guys? Do you know every year? 10 lakh.
Yes, sir.
10 lakh students take the exam. And how many get selected for IIT? 10,000.
10 or
15,000.
20, 15 or 20,000, 10 to 15, sir.
15, let's say
10 to
20,000.
15,000.
0.5%.
Yes, sir. Percentile students.
Okay, let's think. 2%.
Students got percentile. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
My
2%.
daughter, my eldest daughter got 85% only in JEE Mains.
Was she selected or not, Sangita ma'am?
Oh, no, sir. 85% is not good marks for selecting IIT.
90%.
90, no, Apurva, 98% got 95 above.
99.
So, 98, 99% students then get selected in IIT exam. In
Yes.
IIT.
Right now, the student got selected by percentile, ma'am, but a few years ago, this is
Yes.
I the mains exam, and that time 12th marks also, and cutoff number will be the cut marks was the selected criteria for selecting area.
Yeah. So, fine. So he was quite clever. He said, I was quite clever. But we know that he was not only quite clever, he was very clever. And he says,
Wasn't much good at sport. I couldn't play football. I think I was quite clever, you see. I could read and write when I was just 6 or 7.
he could read and write when he was just 6 or 7. He could read and write when he was just 6 and 7.
I could read and write when I was just 6 or 7.
I could read and write when I was just 6 and 7. Imtiaz is saying that his cousin was selected in IIT. Oh, lovely, Imtiaz. Your cousin must be a very intelligent student. And IIM too. Wow, really interesting. Wow. Okay, anyways, what can I say? Good for you. You have some inspiration in your family. You know, you can try and be like them if you want. If you need any motivation and inspiration, you can just talk to your cousins. All right, people. So the sentence was, I was quite clever. I could read and write when I was just 6 or 7.
But I wasn't much good at sport.
Very much good.
I wasn't much good at sport. He wasn't much good at
But
sport.
I wasn't much good at sport.
खेलकूद में उतना अच्छा नहीं था. He wasn't much good at sports.
I couldn't play football like the other boys.
He couldn't play football. He couldn't play.
I couldn't play football like the other boys.
Like the other
Other
boys.
boys.
These are easy sentences, right, students?
Yes, sir.
These are very easy sentences. You just hear, I couldn't play football like the other boys. बाकी लड़कों की तरह खेलना नहीं आता था उसको. He couldn't play football like the other boys. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't really kick a ball at all.
He couldn't
Okay.
really kick a ball at all. He couldn't kick a ball at all. He says, I couldn't kick a ball at all. I couldn't really kick a ball at all. Now, at all is used at the end of a negative sentence. At all is used at the end of a negative sentence. If you remember that little girl Ivy, she can't cook at remember she said that? I can't cook at all. It means she can cook nothing. So when you want to say zero, when you want to emphasize a negative sentence, you can use at all. For example, I don't like tomatoes. And another sentence, I don't like tomatoes at all. Now, which sentence shows your dislike for tomatoes more strongly?
At all. I don't like tomato at all.
Like tomatoes at all.
At all.
Yeah, okay. Fine. So when you, he says that, you know, I couldn't really kick a ball at all. Football तो kick भी नहीं होता था उससे. What does that mean? पैर उसका refuse कर देता था. नहीं. Some children, when they kick the football, it goes very far. And some children, when they kick the football doesn't go very far. So we can say, hey, you can't kick a football at all. Right? Like that. Okay.
I wasn't popular at school, so my childhood.
And you know, when children are not good at sports, they're not good at drawing, they're not good at singing, dancing, then they are not very popular. Those children who are good at dancing, singing, and other activities, they are usually more popular. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So you know,
Yes,
when
sir.
some children feel lonely when nobody talks to them, you know, nobody likes them, nobody wants them in their team. They feel lonely. So this guy felt lonely. He was not very popular.
Wasn't very happy.
So his childhood.
My next school was a.
He said, my childhood wasn't very happy. It means he wanted to be popular. He wanted to be with other people. But because he was not good at sports, okay, tell me, children, when you guys were at school, what kind of children were more popular? Those children who played well or those who could not play any games very well? Which children were more popular? Popular means other students liked them.
Famous.
Famous students are matlab popular.
No. Famous, no. Point, which students are more popular? Those students who are good at sports or those students who are not good at sports? Those who are good at
Good and responsible.
Good at sports.
The students who are
Good
good
at studies.
studies.
They are popular. Good at sports.
No, ma'am. Sayogita, ma'am, I slightly disagree. Some students are good at studies, but they're
Yes.
not popular because
They're not good in sports.
you know, and they're not good at dancing. They're not good at singing. So Nobody cares about them.
Yes, sir.
When I was at school, I think I was okay. I was definitely, better than average, I think. But nobody talked about me. I wasn't popular because I couldn't sing, I couldn't dance, I couldn't,
Yes.
I was not popular.
Mhm.
I was short height, I looked like a child, and I wasn't very handsome. So nobody cared about me. I was like, an invisible student in my school, in my class. Nobody
Yes.
cared about me. On the other hand, some children were very popular for good and bad reasons, both. I was not
Yes.
popular and I didn't like it. I also wanted to be popular, but I wasn't happy, obviously, because I was not popular. So I think his story is very similar.
Really good one in the city centre, Westminster. My childhood wasn't very happy.
He said, my childhood wasn't very happy.
My
What did
childhood
he, what
wasn't
did he
very.
want, which he didn't get? He wanted friends, maybe, right? And he didn't have friends, maybe.
My next school was a really good one in the city.
My next school was a really good one in the city center. My next school was a really good one in the city center. My next school was a really good one. Now, when we say a really good one, what do I mean? My next school was a really good one.
Sir, means that school was very good.
Yes, it was a very good school, right? So what
Yes.
is use of the word one?
In all of them,
Out of the school, like as compared to more
as
schools.
compared to in all school, as comparison in all school.
No. Now
No.
listen and understand. My next school was a really good one. If I don't want to use the word one, I can use the word school here. My next school was a really good school. Yes. Do you agree, guys? We can say, my next school was a really good school. Is this okay? My first teacher, my next teacher was a really good teacher. My first teacher was not a very good teacher, but my next teacher was a really good teacher. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, beta, in this sentence, I'm using the word teacher again and again. And repetition in English is not a good thing. Repetition of a noun is avoided by using a pronoun. Do you know that? That in English, we avoid the repetition of a noun by using pronouns. We use pronouns so that we don't repeat the nouns. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree.
In this
Yes.
sentence, we are using the word one instead of a school. My next school was a really good one. My next school was a really good school. So one here came in place of school. School was a noun which we didn't want to repeat. So we used one. Can we say one is a pronoun in this sentence?
Yes, sir. Now.
नहीं सर.
मेरी भाषा समझ में आ रही है दोस्तों, या मैं कुछ ज्यादा ही कैरिड अवे हो रहा हूँ अपनी भाषा में? मैं जिस भाषा में एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ वो भाषा समझ में आ रही है दोस्तों?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
इफ यू वांट मी, सपोज आपको मेरी भाषा समझ नहीं आ, मैं जो एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ समझ नहीं आ रहा, तो आप क्या बोलोगे? सर एक्सप्लेन स्लोली सर, सर एक्सप्लेन वन मोर टाइम सर, ऐसा ही बोलोगे ना आप?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
sir.
हाँ, तो ऐसा केस रहेगा तो जरूर बोलना, ओके, ताकि क्लियर कम्युनिकेशन हो हमारे बीच. ओके स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes.
Anshu, how was the party? Diwali party, huh? What did you do? Did you sell crackers?
Nothing, sir.
Ah, but you
We
seem very
enjoy.
happy about the party, huh? You had a good time.
Yes,
You
sir.
had a good time. Okay. And are you not coming to Bihar Sharif?
No, sir. I am coming 7 January.
You're coming on the 7th of January. January the 7th. याद है बेटा? January the 7th.
January the
Coming on January the 7th. All right. On January the 7th. January the 7th, next year.
yeah next year.
Oh, so Diwali and Chhat you are going to spend alone without your family. Okay. I hope you don't miss your family much. मैंने कहा आई होप यू डोंट मिस योर फैमिली मच। मैं मनाऊंगा यही कि आप अपने परिवार को ज्यादा मिस ना करो। ओके, बिकॉज यू विल बी अलोन एंड योर रूममेट्स विल बी विद यू और दे विल आल्सो गो। They will go. So you will be alone. This is hard. Okay, fine. Don't worry. I will be here every evening, okay? 5:30 to entertain you.
Only evening, sir.
Yeah.
Only evening.
Only in the evening. I will be here at 5:30 every evening, to entertain her so that she doesn't feel very bored and she doesn't miss home.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, today, tomorrow, and after day tomorrow, I will absent because I will go to Mumbai.
You're going to Mumbai?
Yes, sir.
जब
2 days
ऐसे
absent, sir.
बड़ा जरा सुन ले दोस्तों। अभी हमें चिकू is telling us, not only me, he is telling us that he is going to be absent tomorrow
He
and the
knows,
day
sir.
after tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, because he is going to Mumbai. Guys, ऐसे बातों को बताने में will का यूज नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ अपनी प्लान हमें बता रहे हैं ना। इनका प्लान है ना जाने का, तो इनको
I'm going.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली उनको बोलना चाहिए सर I am going to be absent tomorrow. I'm going to be absent tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I will be absent नहीं बोलना चाहिए, क्या बोलना चाहिए? I'm going to be absent because I'm going to Mumbai. Because I'm going to Mumbai. Okay? तो ऐसे बोलना चाहिए। जब आप अपनी बात जो पहले से प्लान है वो बता रहे हो किसी को, तो आपको will नहीं यूज करना चाहिए। क्या यूज करना चाहिए पहले से बनाया हुआ प्लान बताने के लिए? Going to. Okay? अंशु, आप कैसे बताओगे लोगों को कि हाँ सर हम दिल्ली में ही रहेंगे? कैसे बताओगे? ये आपने प्लान कर रखा है ना अंशु? आप हम लोग अपना प्लान बता रहे हो ना? कैसे बताओगे कि हम दिल्ली में ही रहेंगे सर? आई एम गोइंग टू।
Good evening, sir.
हेलो सुनीता, लेट सो लेट।
Sir, I went somewhere for having some.
वाह क्या बात है, क्या एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया। आई वेंट टू समवेयर टू मीट समबडी टू ईट समथिंग। क्या बात है गाइस, डिड यू हियर
Dad,
दैट?
somewhere for I
Something.
brought thing,
Something.
like I
Something.
brought stationery things, sir. Like my print paper has finished. So
Okay, Sunita. All right. So where were we? We were talking about future plan बताना अपना ना, तो use going to. Okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Don't use will. Okay.
Okay, sir.
एक बार बोल दो फिर से।
Yes, repeat करो। I am, sir, today, day after today, I am going to Mumbai.
I'm going to be absent. I'm going to be absent because I'm going to Mumbai.
Mumbai, yes, sir. सर मैं आपके साथ चेस खेलना चाहता हूँ। एक दिन कभी भी आप फ्री हो तो।
Sure. When you are here,
बोल?
I want to play.
Yes, sir.
I want to play chess with you.
I want to play with
chess with you.
With chess with you.
You want to play chess with me?
Sir, you are free time, sir?
Sure, man. Anytime. I'm always free to play chess.
Okay, chess. Sir, you send me link by
Okay.
WhatsApp.
And these people will watch, right? These people will watch and get bored. They don't understand chess. Sana, do you know how to play chess, Sana? Sana, do you know how to play chess?
No, sir.
So they will be bored. Okay, Chiku, we will keep them all as our audience so that we don't feel lonely. Okay, we will play and they will watch, and they don't understand. This is the best part. Sana,
I can understand, sir.
you can understand. So okay, fine. We will not invite you. We will only invite those who don't understand to make them bored. To make them bored. Okay. So Imtiaz, आपने लिखा I understand a little bit. You are talking about chess, beta. Okay, no problems. Chess is a very, very good game. I love playing chess, but I'm not very good at it. I'm just okay. Let's see. Can we continue with the audio?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. So,
City Centre, Westminster School.
my next school was a really good one. My next school was a really good one. Okay. I would like to give you some more examples of this word one as a pronoun. Okay. My first wife cheated on me. My first wife cheated on me. So I divorced her. So I divorced her. My next wife is a very loyal one. Is a very loyal one. Loyal means you understand now?
Yes, sir.
विश्वास पात्र जो cheating ना करे. Loyal, Loyal. Okay. A loyal friend. Who is your loyal friend? Do you have a loyal friend? Someone you can trust?
Yes,
Do you
sir,
have
I
a
have.
loyal friend? Good for you. Okay, loyal. Dogs are very loyal. Okay, now moving on to the next thing. So he says that my next school was a really good one. So Apurva, Sanyogta ma'am, did you learn the use of one as a pronoun?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you buy your child a toy and he breaks it. You buy your child a toy, okay? And by mistake, he breaks it and he starts crying. Then what will you say to your child? Don't cry.
I buy
I will buy
I buy
the next toy.
I'll buy you
I will buy you
new
next
one,
one.
a
New
new
one.
one,
A
new
new
one.
New one.
right? I'll buy you another one, okay? Another toy, okay?
I will buy you another toy.
Any problems?
No,
No.
Okay, you ask someone to give you a pen. You say, hey, can you give me a pen? They give you a pen. You write. And you say, oh, it's blue. I have a blue pen. I need a red one.
Yes, sir.
Got it? I
Yes.
have a blue pen. I need a
Red one.
red one. Here, one is replacing the noun pen.
Pen. Yes, sir.
Okay, dear, all of you, please understand that I am explaining things in English. I hope everybody understands my explanation. Some
Yes, sir.
people don't understand the explanation and they don't care. I'm not talking about Kehkasha. Kehkasha नई स्टूडेंट है, वो जैसा भी करे ठीक कर रही है. बट मेरे कुछ और स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो पुराने हो गए हैं, अब उनको चाहिए कि पूरा फोकस करके इंग्लिश एक्सप्लेनेशन को समझने की कोशिश करें. ओके, बिकॉज दिस इज द ओनली वे यू कैन लर्न. हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करूंगा तो आप इंग्लिश नहीं सीख पाओगे. ओके.
Yes, sir.
And after that, Oxford University.
And after that, Oxford University.
Now I'm a journalist.
Now I'm a journalist. Easy sentences. Renu, No, don't keep your lips together, people. Nah, this is passive learning. अगर कोई sentence सुनाई पड़े कान में, उसको दोहरा लो फटाक से, okay? Now I'm a journalist. कितना भी आसान sentence है. Repeat it in your, just mutter it, okay? Whisper it. Now I'm a journalist. और महसूस भी करना, okay? Don't be passive.
And I love my work.
And I love my work. Renu, you're not repeating.
And I love my work.
You don't have to be on mic. You can keep your muted and still repeat, okay? आप mic mute करके भी repeat कर सकते हो. You can keep your mic muted and you can still repeat because you're on camera. I can see that you're practicing, okay? I am a journalist now and I love my work. The whole thing.
Now I'm a journalist now and I love my work. I love my work.
Exactly. That's why I said you need to practice, everybody, okay?
My mum and dad still live in the same street.
My mom and dad still live in the same street. They still live in the same street. They lived in that street and they have not changed their address. They still live in the same street. Sana liked a boy when she was 6 years
They will
old.
not change their address.
Come again, Apurva?
They will not change their address.
They haven't changed, Apurva. They haven't changed.
They haven't.
उन्होंने change नहीं किया. They still live in the same street. They still live in the same street. They haven't changed their address. And now I'm going to give a lovely example. Listen, Sana, when she was 6 years old, she liked a boy, okay? She liked a boy when she was 6. And she still likes the same boy. She still likes the same boy. Now you understand, guys? She has not changed her state.
She has not changed their.
Yeah. Right. Chiku got married 15 years ago. Chiku got married 15 years
15
ago.
years ago.
And he still loves his wife. And he still loves his
Loves his
wife.
wife.
Yeah, 15 years old wife, but he still loves her. Okay, you want a silly joke? I'll give you a silly joke. So a girl asked her boyfriend, when I become old, will you still love me? He said, yeah, absolutely. I love old things more. Okay, fine. I don't know if it was a joke at all. Okay. The joke was slightly different, actually. The girl asked, if when I get married, will you still love me? Will you still love me when I get married? He said, yes, I love people's wives more. This was definitely a joke. Okay, but only for the boys, maybe.
I often visit them, but when I see my old school,
I often visit them. I often visit them, okay? My mom and dad still live in the same street. I often visit them. I go to see them, right? I visit them. But when I see my old school, okay, because the school was next to the house, right? And parents live in the same house. So when he goes to see his parents, he sees his old school. And when he sees his old school,
I can still feel how unhappy I was there.
he can still feel how unhappy
Olivia.
he can still feel how unhappy he was there. He still remembers how unhappy he was there. Okay? मुझे अभी भी याद है. कैसे बोलेंगे दोस्तों? मुझे अभी भी याद है.
I still remember.
I still remember.
I still remember.
I still remember my first conversation with you.
Yes, my first conversation with you. I still remember my first class in school.
Okay. Do you guys still remember your first class with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I still remember.
I still remember
I also still remember.
first class with you. My
That's
first
so,
class.
that's so lovely. That's so lovely.
First class with you.
Yeah. Okay. You still remember
Yes.
the first class, your first
I
class.
still remember my first class with you, sir.
Do you still remember your first crush?
With you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So moving on, still remember, okay? I still remember how happy I was before I was married. Okay, I still remember. Okay. I still remember meeting my wife for the first time. Okay.
What, sir?
Okay. So let's continue.
I'm married. I have two children.
Hi, Irshad. थोड़ा अपना reputation ठीक करो यार. Look, the girl is so defensive, you know. उसने क्या कहा इरशाद? I am married, I have two children. आते के साथ ये लाइन क्यों बताना पड़ा उसको? Because she knows you are in the class. Okay, so she's creating the defense. पहले भाई सुन ले, I'm married and I have two children, so don't think about me. Irshad, come on, Irshad, change your
Don't
reputation.
flirt with me.
Yeah. She says, I'm married, I have two children. You know, she doesn't say this in other classes. I played this audio in other classes. People can tell you because Irshad is sitting here. That's why she said that line. You know, in other classes, she starts somewhere else. She doesn't start with this line, I'm married, I have two children.
A son and a daughter.
Okay, a son and a daughter. Okay, so no other thoughts, Irshad.
I live in Exeter in the southwest of England.
Yeah, I live in Exeter in the southwest of England. So Exeter is in the southwest of England.
But I wasn't born in England.
But I wasn't born in England. Repeat, guys, repeat. Okay, passive.
I
Let's
wasn't
listen
born in
now.
England.
I wasn't in Exeter. But sorry, I wasn't born in England. I wasn't born. She lives in England, but she wasn't born in England. Okay. She said, I live in Exeter, but I wasn't born in England. Okay.
I was born in East Africa.
She was born in East Africa.
In Tanzania.
In Tanzania.
My mum and dad were
in Tanzania. I was born in Tanzania. Can you say this name this way? Tanzania?
Tanzania.
Yeah. In English, we say Tanzania, but in Hindi, we say Tanzania.
Yes, sir. Tanzania. Yes, sir.
All right. In Hindi, we say
Tanzania.
Tanzania. In English, we say Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Okay.
Tanzania.
All right. So I was born in Tanzania, and my mom and dad were teachers at the time.
in England. I was born in East Africa, in Tanzania.
Okay.
My mum and dad were teachers there at the time.
My mom and dad were teachers there at the time. My mom and dad were teachers there at the time. Imtiaz, I did not understand what you wrote. You wrote, when I was joining first class, you was started class 2 times. इसकी जरा हिंदी कर देते बेटा, तो I would help you. इस तुम लिखना चाह रहे हो, जब मैंने पहली बार क्लास ज्वाइन किया था, तो आपने दूसरी बार इसका 2 बार स्टार्ट किया था. I don't understand बेटा. Please write it again, Imtiaz, okay, so that I can help you. All right. The sentence was, when first she says, I was born in Tanzania, and then she says, my mom and dad were teachers there at the time. My mom and dad were teachers there. There means with
Tanzania.
in Tanzania, not Tanzania.
In Tanzania. In Tanzania.
When I say means, word हटाना ये लगाना है. There हटा दो, तो क्या बोलेंगे? My mom and dad
They are teachers in Tanzania.
In Tanzania.
At the time. At the time means?
उस टाइम में.
Exactly. At the
उस
time.
समय.
Yeah, और मैं देता हूँ, और example देता हूँ. सुनो, at the time, okay? I was born in 1980. My father didn't have a job at the time. अब पता चला?
Yes.
So, yeah, my father didn't have a job at the time. More example. My mom's elder sister got married very young. She was a kid at the time, means when she got married. Okay, she was just a kid, 13 or 14 years old.
Yes.
All right. What do I say next? At the time, India got independent in 1947.
Yes.
We were a poor country at the time.
We were poor.
We were a poor
Poor
country
country at
Poor
that time.
country
at the time. At the time means,
उस समय.
This time,
समय
got it, everybody?
उस समय.
Yeah, when you listen to the audio, you will easily understand what she's saying. She says, I was born in Tanzania.
I was born in East Africa, in Tanzania. My mum and dad were teachers there at the time.
My mom and dad were teachers there at the
At the
time.
time.
My mom and dad were teachers there at the time. Any problems?
no, sir.
Okay, let's continue.
Hello, sir.
My mum.
I'm off camera because. Hello, sir. I'm off camera because some guest is there.
Okay, beta, no problems, Adi. That's fine.
Mum's German.
My mom's German. My mom's German. My mom's German means, beta? My mom is German. Okay, why do I play the audio file so slowly? I'm not in a hurry. You know why? Because I want you to understand a very clear message. When you are listening to the audio files at home, don't be in a hurry. Play the same audio file again and again, repeat the sentences. Never be in a hurry when you're listening. Haste makes waste.
But she was born in Tanzania.
My mom is German, but she was born in Tanzania. My mom is German, but she was born in Tanzania. Next line is very interesting.
Because my grandfather worked there.
Because my grandfather worked there. Because
my
Grandfather worked in Tanzania.
my grandfather worked there. अब बताओ grandfather की हिंदी?
दादाजी.
दादाजी.
यहाँ पर बात हो रही है नाना जी की.
एक बात बताओ. दादाजी के काम करने से मम्मी कैसे पैदा हो गई दोस्तों?
Time. My mum's German, but she was born in Tanzania because my grandfather worked there.
My mom was born in Tanzania because my grandfather worked there. And grandfather means दादाजी.
नाना जी.
यार अपने ही गाली गलौज कर रहे हो यार तुम अपने रिश्तों को यार बहुत गंदी बात है यार.
सर दोनों होता है, दादाजी को भी बोल सकते हैं, नाना को भी बोल सकते
हैं. Yes, क्या कर रहे हो यार? ऐसे ही बोलते हैं, ऐसे रहते हैं तो ऐसे बोलते हैं. हम समझेंगे तो कैसे बोलेंगे? My mom was born in Tanzania. She said that. My mom was born in Tanzania because my grandfather worked there. तो ये grandfather मतलब एक ही word होगा, बताओ कौन सा?
नाना जी.
Nana ji, obviously. My mom was born in Tanzania because my grandfather worked there. मेरी मम्मी ना तंजानिया में पैदा हुई थी क्योंकि मेरे दादाजी का वही काम था. My grandfather worked there. Okay. Somebody here said that he was born, I think it was Imtiaz who said that he was born in Begusarai or somewhere, perhaps. Muzaffarpur or Begusarai or something.
Yes, Begusara.
Yeah, he said something similar. And then he can say, I was born in Begusarai because my father worked there. Right, guys? हम बेगूसराय में पैदा हो गए थे कि मेरे पापा जी का वही काम था बेगूसराय में. इम्तियाज बेटा, if it is true, write a sentence, okay? I was born in Begusarai because my father worked there. This girl's mother, Olivia's mother, was born in Tanzania because her grandfather worked there.
My dad is English.
My dad is English and her dad is English, okay? Her mom was born in Tanzania, but her dad is English.
He's from the north of England.
He is from the north of England.
But after university,
he
wanted to travel to Africa.
He wanted to travel to Africa. He wanted to travel to Africa. Okay, guys. He wanted to travel to Africa after university. After university, he wanted to travel to Africa.
My mum and dad were married there.
My mom and dad were married there. My mom and dad were married there. Now you understand? Her father was actually born in England, okay? But after the university, he decided to travel to Africa. So when he went there, he fell in love with his young mother, and they got married, and Olivia was born.
And my brothers and I were born there.
Clear? The story is clear now. What exactly happened? There was a family living in Tanzania. A German family was living in Tanzania, right? A man, his daughter, they were living in Tanzania. And a young man came from England, okay? And he fell in love with Olivia's mother, who was a young girl back then. And they got married, and Olivia and her brothers were born.
We were there until I was 10 and my brothers were 8 and 5.
So they were there. She says, we were there. We were there. There means, guys?
Yeah. We are there.
There means
Tanzania.
हम लोग वहीं रहते थे.
In Tanzania.
No, don't want that. We want, I asked you, what is there? There means in Tanzania.
In Tanzania.
In Tanzania.
Tanzania.
We were Tanzania.
Until I was 10 and my brothers were 8 and 5. Okay? We were there until I was 10 and my brothers were 8 and 5. Now you know the age gap as well. Okay? First, who was the first child? Olivia. And 2 years later, a boy was born. And then 3 years later, another boy was born, right? So when Olivia was 10 years old, they left Tanzania. Okay, who? Her mother and her father came to England. Okay? So they were there until she was 10. Learn this use. They were in Tanzania until Olivia was 10. So for 10 years of her childhood, Olivia lived in Tanzania. And then she came to England with her parents, okay, mom and dad. So I'll tell you about my family, my wife. My wife lived in her village until she was 16. My wife lived in her village until she was 16.
16.
Yeah, it means when she was 16 years old, she left her village and moved to the town. Got it, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's make some more sentences. I was in model middle school, or I was at model middle school until I was 14. It means when I was 14 years old, I left that school. Okay. Was any one of you was somewhere else and then they moved? You, Kashif, don't you have an example that I was in India until this year, until this? It means when that time you moved to, you went to UAE. Go ahead, Kashif, give an example.
I was in India
Until
until 22.
Until 2022. Until 2022. It means in
Sorry,
2020.
2020.
2020.
In
Until
2020.
Until 2020. Okay, Kashif was in India until 2020. It means in 2020, he left India and went to UAE. Okay, he was in India until 2020. All right.
I was in Motihari until 10, sir.
Until you were 10 years old.
Yes, my grandfather was worked there.
Was worked there or worked there?
Was worked there, sir. He was not alive.
Beta, work itself is a V2, no?
Yes.
तो वर्क अगर वर्ब है तो बी वर्ब क्या कर रहा है?
Oh, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. He worked there.
ओके आप लोग क्या समझ रहे हैं दोस्तों? आप लोग क्या समझ रहे हैं कि हर समय इस तरह से करेक्शन जब होता है सुनते रहते हैं? जब आप एडल्ट हो गए हैं तो बचपन में आप होते हैं ना तो आपको कोई करेक्शन वेक्शन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको खाली सुनाए जाने की जरूरत है, खूब सुनते रहिए। और बड़े होने के बाद सुनना भी जरूरी है और करेक्ट करना भी जरूरी है कि आपके दिमाग को मैसेज जाए, ओ हाँ ये ऐसा नहीं। बाकी बच्चों को करेक्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो करेक्ट हो जाते हैं सुनते सुनते ही। अगर आप उनको अच्छा सुनने का मौका दोगे ना, दे विल लर्न ऑन देयर ओन। उनके करेक्ट मिस्टेक्स कम होते हैं बच्चों के, जब वो सुनते हैं तो वैसे ही सीखते हैं जैसे सुनते हैं। बट हाँ, यू नीड टू बी पेशेंट, नहीं तो आप शुरू में ही 2-4 दिन के बाद कहोगे बच्चों से गलती हो रही है, सर तो बोल रहे थे गलती नहीं होती, ओवर अ लॉन्ग टाइम। ओके, तो moving on. Anybody else would like to make an example here with the word until and a situation, change of a situation? Lalu Yadav was Chief Minister of Bihar until
10 years, 15 years.
2000,
you're not getting.
2000.
अभी आपने जो सेंटेंस
ये
सुना,
भी फिर
आप सुने नहीं चिकू। अभी आपने क्या सुना? वी वर इन टैंजानिया अंटिल आई वाज 10। अब इस लाइन को दिमाग में रखिएगा और उसी के हिसाब से वैसी बात बोलनी है आपको, वैसी ही बात बोलनी है। ओके, तो दोस्तों Lalu Yadav was the chief minister of Bihar until 2002, 2003, ऐसे कुछ करके बोल सकते हैं दोस्तों। मतलब in 2002 or 3 he was not, he stopped. Okay. All right. My wife lived in a village until she was 16 years old. I wasn't married until I was 28 years old. चेंज बताने के लिए until अच्छा यूज होता है ना बेटा, चेंज बताने के लिए। मैं कुछ और एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ जिससे चेंज पता चलेगा आपको। ओके, माय वाइफ लिव्ड इन हर विलेज अंटिल शी वाज 16। चेंज हुआ ना बेटा? चेंज कब हुआ? जब वो 16 साल की थी। क्या चेंज हुआ? शी स्टॉप्ड लिविंग इन द विलेज एंड मूव्ड आउट। ओके, नाउ I wasn't very confident about my English until I met Sarah, my American friend. I wasn't very confident about my English until I met Sarah, my American friend. तो change क्या हुआ बेटा? When I met Sarah, I started to feel more confident. उसके पहले क्या था? I wasn't very confident until I met Sarah. Okay? तो आप ऐसे sentences बना सकते हो until से change बताने के लिए। जरा एक romantic sentence बनाओ आप, romantic sentence, okay? I didn't understand what love was until I met you. I didn't understand what love was until I met you. मतलब कब मुझे समझ में आया प्यार क्या है? जब मैं आपसे मिला। लेकिन मैं कैसे बोल रहा हूँ इसको? I didn't know what love was until I met you, है ना? तो आप ऐसे करके सेंटेंसेस until से भी सोच सकते हो। प्लीज, मैं आपको स्लो इसलिए ले जाता हूँ ताकि आपके को टाइम मिले रिवीजन करने का, प्रैक्टिस करने का। ढेर सारा पढ़ा देंगे तो बर्डन हो जाता है, ठीक है? तो प्लीज appreciate this, that sir is giving you extra time, and you guys do the practice in the group. Don't waste your time. Every day practice in the group, write some sentences, okay? And that's all. We are going to carry on tomorrow, of course, okay? And we will finish it tomorrow. But next thing will be your homework for tomorrow. Let me decide.
Hey Sana, you message me Telegram.
Message on Telegram. Sana, have you been practicing or not, Sana?
Yes sir, practice.
Okay. We are practicing. खाली practice नहीं बोलेंगे, क्या बोलेंगे? हम लोग
We have
practice कर रहे हैं. We are practicing. We are practicing. हम लोग कर रहे हैं practice. होता है, पहुंच रहे, 1 word तक पहुंचे तो फिर sentence तक भी पहुंचेंगे, टाइम लगेगा. We are practicing. Okay.
We have
So
practice.
let's wrap up for today. We will continue, and guys, keep your hard work, okay, up, because without hard work, nobody learns the language. Okay, practice every day. Listen to the audio file. I'll see you.
Okay, sir.
Bye. 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 Bye, everyone.